All right, we are live. We are here. Classic 2024 Mr. Olympia Classic prejudging. First group just walked out on stage.
Yeah, Breon right front center.
In the first group. These will be the quarter turns. Danny joining us in his first ever Classic Mr. Olympia. Danny Hester joining us. Dennis Wolf made it in today. He was greeting fans yesterday. Dennis, glad to have you. Glad to have you along with us today. I think we have like 50 competitors in this one, guys. So it's going to be a long prejudging. We're going to get through this and wait for the first call out. But I'm assuming this is going to take about 15 minutes to get through all these athletes at least.
Did you get to see how many competitors in this division today?
I believe there's
qualified
50 plus. I think
that's it.
I think there's 50? I think there's over 60, but I think 50 are actually here.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
wow.
That's it.
Goodness. So there's 50 competitors, about 50, and they just bring them all out, probably groups of 10 to 12, and do the comparisons. At this point, the judges, that's better. At this point, the judges are just looking for overall symmetry and conditioning, and just writing down their scores, because after this call out, they're going to start the placings.
So, Danny, when you have this many athletes, I mean, I wouldn't want to be a judge of this. I mean, are they just grouping like, first call out, second call out, and then they'll deal with the rest later? I mean, how do you break down that many athletes? Is there that big of a gap between, let's say, you're the guy that's going to place 15th and the guy that's going to place 50th?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of just reading out, the conditioning and the symmetry. You jot down as a judge the numbers real quick. There's probably about maybe three of the ones that take from each group and write down their names and numbers. Maybe 4 if it's close.
Okay, so that's probably how they do it. They take it group by group and be like, all right, these are my top 2.
Right.
Okay. I mean, man, I follow a lot of these guys on Instagram. A lot of these guys I don't know. But, by themselves, they all look amazing, But when you get out there, I guess that's why the judges do what they do. But to really weed them down, it's like, man, that's just a big chore.
Yeah, it's cool to have them come out because there's really no order except the number you're given usually. So you come out and you could be standing next to the champ, and this could be your first Olympia,
right?
And you could have pictures of you on stage, against the guy that's won it 5 or 6 times. It's really cool. It's a nice honor. It's really motivating too.
Danny, the year you won it the very first year, how many competitors did you guys have?
40.
Okay. Wow. And were most of those guys just guys that came from other classes, so that they just kind of went over, or was there a lot of qualification?
Mostly bodybuilders.
It just came down.
Yeah.
And the weight class was a lot lower.
We had some from the men's physique, but it was like the lower lat sweep. It's a different look they want for that.
Right. And it's evolved since then, right?
It was some guys that actually were bodybuilders or 212s that went to the men's physique because it wasn't really their place. They couldn't put enough size for the height or whatever it was. So the classic division, it's based on the height and how much you weigh. So everyone gets a specific amount of muscle to work with. And so, it's really important to add the symmetry more than anything in conditioning, because even if you put 20 pounds on, if you put them in the wrong place, it's not going to do anything. Sometimes it affects you adversely.
Lately, do you feel like the trend has been going more towards a taller athlete in this class? Because I know when you won it, and Breon won it,
yes,
you guys are a little shorter. It seems like they're bringing in the Wesleys, and obviously Steve on for a while now. Seems like they're favoring the taller guys now.
No, I mean, if they're in shape, if they're complete, but a lot of guys are. They're coming in with the leg sweeps, like hers right there. Yeah. They're really focused on the leg sweeps, which I hope it doesn't get too carried away, because that wasn't true classic. Right. If you look at Frank Zane and Arnold, some of these guys, their legs were in good condition in proportion to their upper body, but it wasn't like a Tom Platz look.
Right, right.
And sometimes they give some of these guys like are placing high and they have some serious overpowering quads as far as the sweep. And the shape's important. You can have big legs, but if it's not in the right areas, it could look kind of funky.
Right. Well, I've always liked Wesley for this division. He's a bigger guy, but he has good legs, but they're not like overpowering. And I mean, he's been on a million podcasts to talk about he's achieved the look that he wants. It's just not going to reward him.
Yeah, but also you stand next to someone too. Alone, he looks amazing. And you got to remember, this is a classic division, but it is modern day judges too. So it's hard to put the genie back in the box. So it's a little bit of a hybrid. He's still progressing. In the classic, there's certain poses like the vacuum they do a lot of, which isn't a mandatory pose. Some guys look really good doing it, and some guys actually it doesn't look good. They're better off just showing the midsection and the tight abs. Some guys can do both. Did you ever do the vacuum, Dennis? Any of the poses? Maybe overhead, ab and thigh?
Not really.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it for myself.
It was not the look or the pose they were looking for back then. So nobody even cared.
Right. Well, in the open, especially with your physique, you want powerful. Shots are more important than aesthetics.
But I actually like if you do the front double biceps and have do a half of leg. That gives you like a different structure from the front. Yes. The look is more aggressive.
I think you never pulled it in though. Like when you do your butt, you weren't a cruncher. You weren't like a Nick Walker who crunches it down. You opened up the rib cage when you did yours. Absolutely. You just weren't sucking.
Yeah, and it's a way also like with Dennis physique. It's a way of showing like I have no bubble bath. I can easily do this without trying to do a vacuum.
Real quick, while we're going through these the symmetry round, Danny was talking a little bit last night. I don't know if you watched all the 212 or if you had an opinion on that, but when I was there, but I really didn't notice till I got home and looked at the picture how much Sean Clarita had downsized, compared to his previous year. Do you think that did him favor? Do you like that look better? He was definitely bigger last year, but a little more extended, a little bit bigger in the midsection, but he was definitely way fuller. But I don't really think it would have mattered the way Dion came in this year.
Yeah.
But did you prefer that look? Just Sean by himself. Which look did you prefer last year or this year?
Last year.
I actually did too.
Yeah.
I was glad you said that.
And that doesn't help you. Sometimes if you look great and even just as good as the competition, but if you don't look as good as the year before, they can penalize you for that.
Well, and I know his feedback was like, hey, you may have been a little too heavy. And I think that was more, just because of the stomach. But, I mean, it's hard. How do you get that down and not lose your size everywhere else? But he was so freaky, last year. And I actually had him winning last year still. But, man, Keon improved so much. And,
He does. Yeah.
Sean almost looked like he took a step back just because he, really downsized on the muscle. But conditioning was phenomenal. But he was, he had a thigh gap. And, I mean, it was just a different look.
And it's interesting because I've seen a lot of these top guys at the gym, and I was doing the posing room and stuff with them. And boy, sometimes you think they should jump on stage right there, and then I'm looking at them now, and I'm like, what did you do? It's kind of disappointing.
It looks like we got Wesley in this he looks great. Do you think does Wesley have the best back in the classic division? I mean, I know Michael DeBull has a very good back. Other than Chris Bumstead, I mean, when you take Wesley's, back compared to Chris, who do you prefer?
Wesley's wide. Chris is very wide also. It depends on the detail and where you like the detail. Sometimes it's happens more just because the back could be really thick in the mid all the way down to the lower. If you're more of a sweep, like lat sweep person, but the detail you definitely have to have. I like a really low tie-in lats. some guys can have very powerful shoulders and upper back and a lot of detail and depth to it, but their lats are a little high, especially if you're taller. It's a little to really get the tying all the way down. And then your posing can make a difference too in how you pose it. You know, if you lean back a little bit more, it looks like there's less space.
You know, in fact, detail, I think Breon's still right there as far as you're talking classic with the detail.
Detail conditioning.
There's Chris right there on the right. This must be the last group right here.
Yes.
He's big.
Yeah, I believe his cutoff is like 240 or something.
So he's
Which is what Arnold was. I think Chris is like 6'1", 6'2". Yeah, he definitely looks big.
I tell you what, you know, with the we're here at the expo, and this is where they're holding the pre-judging. When those doors opened at 9 a.m., there were people sprinting to the front. Like, this is really, you know, we got the hardcore bodybuilders that love the open bodybuilding, man, but just the general, you know, man of the sport. This is the division, man. And I've never seen, I mean, personally, just people, they don't even have seats, but you can sprint, stand around up there. I mean, I think they're all here to see Chris.
Yeah, so some guys look like they're not quite as tight, but when they flex it, so it'll be interesting. They got a lot of athletes up there, so you can see guys improve like in 15 minutes. You know,
But then let me ask you, when they bring all these guys out, you know, they'll have them stand on the side. I mean, how key do you think, I mean, especially the top guys, you need to stay tight, you need to stay flex, or they just relax and wait until they get their time out there? You don't want to waste your energy, right? But until they call you out.
well, hopefully you practice your posing.
Yeah. But I'm saying this is going to be a
And-
long call out. So, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
but you gotta be ready for
are these
it,
guys
man.
needing to stay tight on
You
that
know.
for the next 30 minutes? You know,
They better if they want it.
all right, so this now they're going to bring all these guys out individually. So this is what
Yes.
I mean. This is going to take 45 minutes, an hour. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll get to see what they all look like in picture.
Yeah, and I did a seminar recently with Sandy Minali, one of the head judges, and she says a lot big mistake these guys make, you know, is they're out there doing their posing routine for this first 30 to 60 seconds they get, and they're showing some stuff that might not be their best shots. So you want to go out there and hit your like strong points.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
It's sometimes even better to take less time and just go out there and go whoa, you know, and let people want more.
you guys go ahead. Let me charge up this battery real quick. Y'all keep going. But yeah, I mean, so they're not required to come out and just do the mandatories. They can do whatever they want right here. So
Yes.
you just show your strong points.
Yeah, and sometimes the lighting when you have it at the expo is not as good as in the theater where it's specifically just for the night show. But the judges are right up there. They can see everything. Sometimes when you're watching it in video on the streaming or even, you know, film, it doesn't necessarily represent the best lighting for it.
Most of the stream, it looks a little bit different than
Yes,
you used to, you know, if you live
Yeah.
the show. So,
for sure.
and that's why sometimes the fans are a little bit pissed.
Yeah,
If the you know, the judge
Right.
is a little bit different what they see, right?
Yeah.
So it's you know, because live is live, and stream is always a little bit.
even as a
Kinda old.
competitor,
Yeah.
you go back and look at pictures and go, how the hell this guy beat me? But then you listen to some of your friends and they tell you the truth. You're like, oh, okay. Definitely the glutes are really important. They didn't emphasize it really that much when I was competing because they wanted to keep it back, you know, away from the open where you had to be massive and shredded. They want more of an aesthetic look. So the trunks are even a little bit different. Now the trunks look like regular open bodybuilding trunks.
Yeah, they're getting close, right? To that look.
Yeah. And the judges don't mind if you pull them all the way up and show your whole glutes. I used to get yelled at a lot to pull my trunks back down by Steve Weinberger. Oh, and rolling it up, and he used to get so mad.
Well, if your glutes are striated, you want to show it, right?
Of course. I wish I would have not listened to him and showed it more. Because I definitely got it the most shredded that time.
Absolutely. But then, and Gio looks incredible.
Yeah.
Get us enough, or maybe it's a couple of third year that you really going to make a jump into that top 10 this year.
I mean, the usual suspects are all going to be there, but you know, there's a few outlanders.
So this remind me his name, Dennis, the Korean bodybuilder that came by your place to train.
Yes, quads.
Yes.
He had some serious quads.
I mean, I think he's up and coming. He could break in the top 10. This will be his first Olympia. He's got a good look. And I think Matt Grego, who trains with Eric Lunsford, I know he was at the Olympia last year, but placed pretty low. He looks big. I think
There's Breon. Excuse me.
okay. No, Breon. Just definitely want to comment on these top guys, but I think he can challenge the top 10.
Breon came in very confident this year.
Yeah, he's always in shape, man. I thought he could have even moved up last year.
Yeah, I like the roundness.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I think
Muscle belly.
he looks better than he did last year.
I agree. Look at that arm.
And then in the first year when you won it, was Breon there, or was he still at 212?
Breon took fourth.
Okay.
And he was coming from
212.
212.
He's still working with Chris.
Yeah, he's worked with Chris a lot.
Luke for great.
Yes.
You know, and he's talked, about going to 212 several times. And I just don't think that's good.
He's never placed out of top 5.
Yeah.
Maybe not even top 4. So it's like,
Why would you?
don't get out of yourself already. You know, I mean, he has won it twice, but it's apples and oranges. He's going to be there against Keon. You know, at Keon's game.
From what I seen yesterday, Keon may just go on a run and win it as long as he wants to win it.
Without a doubt.
I mean, it's just,
run out. That's hey, he has a bright future.
Yeah.
He's 212, and maybe he can go in the open.
He's the next 212.
when we did that podcast, we straight up asked him, would you do the Arnold next year open? And he said he would. I can see him doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or the kids
Not to go
or something like that because the price point is high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that he's looking to switch to open, but, do kind of like what Sean has done. And he'll do good. He'll place in the top 10. I guarantee you.
He might surprise you. He's improved a lot from last year to this year.
I mean, his legs.
And you got to remember, Hadi and they're
both
came from
capable.
212. You know, he just puts that. He's got the structure for it. Better than most, for sure.
You
Genetic.
have it on your phone? It's great. Okay. Where's you got it? I think
A lot of these guys, this is the first Olympia. Very clear. Mike,
That's good.
this guy's nice structure. Conditioning could be a little better, especially in the glute area.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, except there.
From the back, look at the glutes.
Yeah,
You still need to fill out a little bit.
yeah, a little more details.
This guy,
He's nice wide shoulders.
he needs to work on his back. I follow this guy. His glutes are amazing. Legs are really good. His back is just lacking. But great small waist. Got a different
Good
look.
pose, yeah, nice.
His back's got a different type shape, but I saw him in the Texas Pro last year. And I know he just qualified for Olympia a month or so ago. So he just doesn't have the detail in the mid lower back, the raw boys at the bottom.
He's pretty young, so
He is.
gonna improve. As
Oh,
long
yeah.
as he keeps improving,
Yeah,
I see a bright future for him. Because good. Lines are good.
Right.
Structure is perfect.
Right.
With the classic physique.
yeah. And remember when Chris first came out, he didn't win right off the bat. And you saw a tremendous increase every year in his physique. So there's a lot of maybe offsets out there waiting to happen, A lot of good structure and posing and also giving the judges a lot of time to think about what the classic they want is. Like you were saying, they went from shorter guys to the taller guys and has to do a lot with the posing, presentation. Get a shorter guy that's just as good as a bigger guy, but he can pose better. Like let's say Lee LeBron, he'll beat the bigger guy. But if the bigger guy can pose and everything's all equal, the bigger guy will definitely win. I mean, look at the open division. We just
Totally different look.
totally
Taller guy
different look.
stands next to shorter guy. So your look goes right into that.
Yes.
The taller guy,
Yeah.
pulls it in. So it's more attention. More people.
Yeah.
Right?
But like the posing, like Andrew Jack, beautiful physique, but he lacked a little confidence in his posing last night. And I think they should have compared a few guys a little bit more. I would have liked to see that. And the audience would like to see that, Sometimes the judges make up their mind and that's it. But hey, you gotta bring everybody respect. They're on that stage. Compare them. Sometimes you might be surprised. Some guys can slip really quick and guys can improve also.
Yes. So some years I will slip. So I will be, getting kind of out of shape, through the comparisons.
Yes.
And some and that's if the judge sees that,
Yeah.
so he lets me. It's not always like that. Sometimes they give you one or two comparisons. That's it. I also agree with that. They need to work more. Like switch them on.
Honestly, I think there should be for the judging a mandatory amount, and that's it. Because people say politics and this and that. I don't think the judge definitely could change how everything goes. Because I've been out there before where I know some people are favored for whatever reason. They will keep them out there and compare until they start getting really tight, and then it's done. Or if they want whoever should be or whatever, they look great and they start to fade, they're done. So that's kind of how they can play that game as far as how long they keep you out there. That's why it should be a certain amount of poses, and that's it for everybody.
Yes.
That's why you have to work your posing, because sometimes you definitely know they're working you, and you're like, this should already be over by now, but I'm doing a lot more extra poses, so okay, let's do this.
So now, it doesn't mean you have to prepare just for 3 comparisons.
Yes.
You have to keep it in mind. No, it could be 10 or something because they're moving you around. And back in the days, there was if you were like close to the top guys, they will move you around, and switch you up, and let you work.
Yeah, I witnessed it front row, with when William Bonac beat Dexter, and they worked him. And I remember looking at Dexter's face like, what's going on here? You know, sometimes when you're the champ and you feel a little entitled. So you're like, why are they working with this guy so much? But hey, he was faking, and William was getting better. He was. That's why, you know, you gotta be in shape.
Last night, like in the open, you know, they rotated around. I think they put Hottie and Samson in the middle. Everybody got their shot. They went through, I think, 3 rounds.
Yes.
So they really worked with that.
That was good.
I feel like Derek was a little off last night.
Yes.
You know, that's the thing. I mean, you know, I think he's got a shot.
Yeah. And Hottie's very consistent with his conditioning and his posing. I saw Samson a little bit, a few times, did the same pose.
What did you have last night after the pre-judge? Do you have a favorite?
I like Samson.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
If it's that close to different look, give it to him.
Yeah.
It's already got it. You know?
Here's Michael.
Yes.
Yeah, we mentioned him earlier. Great back. I know they want to bring his legs up. It looks like he's done that. Won a couple of shows.
You just from the Reno or the Legion?
Yes. Yeah, you were there.
I think you know, we talked about this, his upper body structure may not be as good as the top guys, but usually always in condition.
Always in condition.
Great back. I love his front lat spread. Very good bodybuilder. I think he should be fighting for top 5 again, if not 6. It's getting crowded up there, man.
It is getting crowded up there.
Especially with Wesley making the improvements and moving up, winning the Arnold.
Yeah, very confident also.
I mean, he was always in like an 8 to 12 for the last few years. So.
He's tall. He's like the tallest out of the whole group. I think he's like 6'3".
I have followed this guy, very small waist.
Yeah, nice structure.
Couldn't tell you his name. Great physique, though. That's a great shot for him.
His quads look pretty big and long.
Right, they are.
Long legs. Just a little bit tighter in his condition.
Yeah, condition's a little soft.
Yeah.
Good glutes, though. I mean, he's right there. It is.
His symmetry is a little bit, I wouldn't say off, but
his legs are so big.
His legs are long
Yeah.
for the ratio of the waist to the. Nice structure.
Yeah.
Good poser. Gotta be a little bit more detail in there. Just deeper separation.
Somehow the legs will power in his structure, right? Very much.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially if you pay attention to that. Like it gets worse.
Yeah, I know. But that's, a mistake a lot of people make because that's what really motivates who's commenting on it. But a complete champion, man, you got to work on your weak points. Has to be your best friend in the gym.
Absolutely.
That was the problem with Sean Roden for a long time. His legs just overpowered his upper body. Until he got that caught up, he wasn't winning, It's a good job for this guy. It's like it's Dennis close.
Right.
Almost.
It always throws me off when these guys come out there in their glasses. I mean, that's why it's weird to me.
Logan?
Oh, there's Logan. He's a great poser.
Such a different structure than really everybody in the class. Logan's not going to have that lost waist, like a lot of these guys, but he makes up for it in other areas. He kind of Kind of reminds me of like a Roland Kickinger. Remember that guy's physique? I know Roland. Yeah.
I just talked to him.
Oh yeah. Is he still acting in things? I mean, I know.
Not as much. Not as much. He's doing a harbor patrol in Santa Monica. He's a great. Logan's a really good poser. He'd be a little bit tighter in the legs. I worked with him when he won the Legions to qualify for this.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, he took second at the Legions.
He's still in
last year.
Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so I was backstage and I said, just got rid of his coach or his now. I said, you know what? I'll help you. Just calm me. And so we were working together and he won Sean Ray's show. And it was the tightest he ever looked. I wanted to see that condition. I said, listen, you got nice balance. Let's just get conditioned. And he did. People underestimate conditioning for size, especially when you're a big guy. You could look bigger
and that's
lighter.
How it goes.
Yes.
If you're in condition, you look bigger than if you were like 10, 15
right.
pounds heavier.
Especially if you have nice symmetry too and balance, it goes a long way.
So people ask me, like, for example, what did I weigh in 2013? And I weighed the same as like the years before, but I was depleted on stage. And that's make me look like that. I look like, I don't know, 286 pounds, something like that on stage,
Yeah. Especially under the lights. It's
yeah. Of bodybuilders or athletes are afraid of that, losing weight, because they don't understand that they're gonna look much bigger, heavier, and deeper and more striated, all that, more detailed. When you're lighter.
Sometimes it's the bigger guys that have that head trip, Look at Big Mommy. My God, you don't need to get any bigger. Just come in condition. Andrew could have been in better condition last night too.
And they have so much size, they easily can, I don't know, lose 10, 15, 20 pounds. And you won't even see it on stage, but you realize that they're better in shape. And that's how I see, like, for example, Andrew moving up to the top.
Yes.
He needs to nail it.
He does.
That's it.
It's a great pose. It'd be nice to see tonight because a lot of those guys will get more condition too. Yeah. Tonight's going to be tonight will determine, I think, whether Hadi or Samson gets it. I think it's that close.
And I mean, everybody kind of was like, hey, Derek's going to take it again because he's going to come in better. It's just, I don't see it, man. I mean,
yeah, with Derek, I missed that next level condition.
I thought he'd come in even harder, but he's not. He's not really this year. They still got the best back. I mean, he does have the back shot, but he's still on his ab and thigh. He's still doing the vacuum. Like, I don't know, is that the shot now? Like, I don't understand why.
This guy's good. His conditioning is really nice.
Yeah, now, I wish they would throw up the names on this.
Yeah,
like
and maybe the height and weight.
That'd be great.
Just the height.
Yeah.
He's a good poser. I see him on social media. He's very good.
Part of the posing routine too.
Yes.
What you talked about before, right?
You need to do that. Just show your best.
Danny, what'd you weigh when you won your classic?
I think close to 180, I believe.
What was your cutoff for your at that time? What was the cutoff for you at your height? Do you remember?
77. I think I came on stage around close to 190.
So this is Matt Grego here. He's one of the taller athletes.
Nice structure, but conditioning, man.
Yeah, I could see this guy going to the Open at some point. I mean, I think he has the structure for it. I don't know what he weighs here, but I think he could move up.
He's like a taller guy.
Yeah, but like you said, if he was in a little sharper condition, drop 5 or 6 pounds. You know,
Yeah.
maybe this is the class for him. But he has a good structure.
Yeah, and it's tough. This division is not like the other divisions, like especially with the women's. Well, you know, men's are definitely different. But when they first came out with this classic, they were almost hinting not to get so shredded. But I turned pro as a bodybuilder. I just know the same judges I've been seeing, my amateur and pro. I'm not going to go up there and be less conditioned.
Yeah.
They're not going to reward me for that. And I remember when I was stripping down in the back, I was the last one to strip down. And a couple of the guys I was competing against were across from me. And I saw them mouthing, oh, he's too conditioned. They're not going to reward that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I knew I was going to. That's all. I mean, I had enough size. I was top of my class.
Well, look, how they're gonna reward you if you're not conditioned? So it's like it doesn't
Right.
fit in my head, right?
No,
So, but
especially for
people,
men.
like even athlete, like, oh, okay, so they don't want that look. I'm gonna come off, right? So
Yes.
it's not gonna work for me, like mentally.
No, not at all. As long as you bring in enough size and the symmetry, just make sure your conditioning's on, man. It's good. And that's hard. It's hard, you know, for the judges because they do want the conditioning of, like, you know, the classic, like Frank Zane and stuff.
Right.
They were in great condition. It was just not shredded glutes.
Exactly. Yeah, that was no attention to that.
No,
Right back
not
then.
at all.
Right?
And that's one of the reasons they didn't have the trunks like this.
Yeah.
They had it covered.
But the condition was insane,
It was.
right? So
Yes. Oh, for sure.
even if you compare it to these days,
Yeah.
not even comparable.
No.
Yeah, but some people think if you have shredded glutes, you're in condition, right? So it's not
No.
always the case,
Everybody's body parts are different.
right?
Some guys could be off season to have shredded glutes.
Exactly. Or
It's-
quads or wherever, right?
Yes.
Straight. Like Jake Cutler, for example, in off season, straighted quads.
Yes.
Right.
Right. This guy's good.
Oh yeah, good quality.
Yeah. Be a little bit bigger in the arms from the back shot.
Yeah, arms are very important in classic physique.
Yeah.
You know, one of the most important
I
body
think you
parts.
can't get too big of arms. Everything else can throw you off balance if it's too overpowering. The arms, I think,
No,
you
no.
can, yeah, it just adds to that.
And you have to have arms. So,
Yes.
and in classic physique, especially,
Yeah.
you see right away it's like the most body part you show.
Yes.
Right.
It's like Samir's arms were perfect.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. For his weight and when he won.
Yeah.
You know, but you can still get away with it. I mean, Chris is the only most comment before was his arms, drum sets.
Right. They don't look like they're in great condition, like the bicep, the peak, and all of that.
Right. It's the
But
shape,
still
less
good
genetics
arms,
too, but
good arms still.
balance with everything.
Yes,
for sure.
exactly.
For sure.
But more, Urs will get more critiques with his arms. That's what I know, and I hope I didn't see that in the first group. Or the second, he was a lot of improvements. So maybe we'll see it in the comparisons.
And it's how you compose them also. It's nice structure.
So we talked about how there being, 50 plus, Asian plus, this Rise to Open, they have to want to show. Is that not right? Is that right?
What's that?
All these guys have won a show, right?
Yes,
Beer.
you have to. Yeah.
I mean, is there that many? Is there 60 shows
I
a year? that have the
that's
classic?
what I was saying. They had over 60 before in a lot of the divisions because they went with the point system before.
Right.
And it was just too many guys qualifying. So
Now,
You have to win a show.
I just like, I mean, I know a lot of ones, they don't all have an open class, but you know, it's, they're not paying the guys a lot, so a lot of them will have the classic. I just didn't realize it was, I guess there are, you know. I mean, I know some of them, like I think, for instance, right before the Olympia, like this year, but is there any qualification where you're,
there's one that I know of. If you win it, you're
yeah,
qualified.
well, too.
Yeah. If I jump on and look terrible, maybe they'll change that rule.
But right, you can start any, compete every year, right? So
Yeah.
qualified for life, but
Right.
Olympia champion, right?
Yeah, I just didn't realize there was 60 shows. We have 60, and I mean, I guess that means once you win, they're quit. They're quit competing because a lot of guys will keep doing the shows and just win them all, like in the bikini division. So,
Yeah.
That's a lot of shows. That's a lot of qualifications.
Guy looks good. Can you see?
So I'll just see. Yeah, I'm going to from the crowd. You'll hear him when Wesley. Oh, here we go.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah, good. Okay. It's great. This one's got a lag. The question is if his arms come up at all. That's always the question with Lewis.
Urs, I think he's like 6'1", 6'2". He's tall.
Yeah.
It's a good shot for him.
We look like from the side, not really on.
Yeah. He could use a little more color too.
Yes.
A little darker.
Urs is usually one of the darker competitors, so he may have changed it up this year. Maybe to go with the haircut. I don't know.
Yeah, you see the condition of that?
Yes. Nice full.
Yeah. But that thing is not 100% on.
No.
Unfortunately.
It's in the legs, the side shot.
Well, and that's
Yes,
his
side
arm.
shots and back shots, yes.
Yeah.
And if Urs isn't on, that's kind of his trademark, man. It's
Yes,
going to be
you're
hard
right.
to
Yeah.
get
See,
off.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But he could possibly tighten up. They might have some time. You know?
And mostly you get kind of more blood in the muscles after, the whole, we go through the poses, the mandatory poses. So the next time you go on stage, you probably look better because you just kind of squeeze out a little bit of water out of muscle, maybe.
Right.
So.
Or whatever you ate in the morning, you're by posing and pumping the muscles, you're forcing that glycogen to go from the blood into the blood, into the muscles. Sometimes it takes a little longer. It's why it's important to get your meals timed where you know how it's going to affect you. And that's a good coach will know how that works.
Also the same thing with water. Maybe you need some more water
right.
to kind of push the glycogen through.
That's a big. Sometimes I know
sometimes you need water, just water.
Sure.
That's it.
But you're so careful sometimes.
Yeah. Right. That's Andrei Koshukar. He's from Russia. Looks kind of flat to me.
Yeah.
Almost like last year, unfortunately, as he won his qualification in China a couple of weeks ago. You look on point.
Good there. Yeah. Be a little tighter in the lower back. Yeah, just a little flat.
Yeah, a little too flat. Yes.
See, didn't need to stay out there that long. Sometimes you stay there too long. You see everything, they don't want to even pull you out. You know. This guy's good. The legs. Color's good. He's in pretty decent condition.
Stomach,
Yeah,
just be careful.
yeah. And some of these shots, it's classic division, but sometimes if you get a little too fancy, it's not the best. You're always safer to go with as close to the mandatories as possible.
This guy looks tall.
Good.
So,
See, that vacuum does nothing for me.
yeah,
It actually makes him look less conditioned.
I agree. So it's not always good.
Yeah,
idea
he's standing
to
right
do
there.
it.
He looks tighter in the midsection without doing that vacuum. Because you can see the deeper separation in his abs. Gives it more of a 3D look.
I follow this guy on social media. He's really good, very complete. I think he's pretty well balanced. I think he's another Brazilian guy.
Yeah, nice.
Good.
It's good. Pretty balanced. Condition, glute, tie-in, hamstring. Back looks good. It's kind of doing a Chris Bumstead vacuum right there.
He's got good legs.
He's tall too, right?
I don't think he's as tall as that last guy, but I bet he's 6 foot.
Yeah. Well, 6 foot for bodybuilders.
Yeah, it's tall. Okay, now this is the other Brazilian, right? The guy that's got the really good back.
Oh,
I know he's really made a splash in the
Yeah.
last couple of months.
good poser.
Yeah, he is.
Very confident in his posing. Good.
Yeah, I think this guy's going to be in the top 10. He's
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, he looks good. Look at that.
Yeah, he has no
He
thigh
knows how to
gap,
pose.
no thigh gap at all right there.
Good poser.
Yes.
Very good.
Even that shot. Yeah, great presentation. Yeah.
Very impressive.
Transitions are nice, powerful, confident. Condition is
This guy, if I'm not, I think he's really young. I think this guy's like 22. Which
Wow.
is crazy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's going to be around for a while. What happened to Alex? I saw him over at the booth. Did he retire, or is he still going? Alex?
He won the Masters
Masters.
Olympia,
Yeah. Okay.
and I think he competed this year.
Is he gonna
Yeah.
just try to do the Masters then every year probably at this point?
I don't know. I don't
saw
know.
working at
It's
the,
every 2 years, the Masters.
Oh, we're doing it too.
Yeah. But I think he did compete afterwards, and he was off. Yeah, he was off. It's a shame. Sometimes when you're a more seasoned bodybuilder and you're off 1 year, they say, "Oh, he's done."
Right. Well, they say that about Breon, right? Like his legs were shallow. I'm like,
I
Breon.
know. It looks good.
Yeah.
Nice. Looks good. Doing his whole routine.
Exactly.
Guys, if they don't think they're gonna get to be in the top
Yeah.
10,
What are they doing now?
that's their showing.
I get it.
Olympia.
I get
You
it.
know? It's good.
This guy's thick.
Yeah, I think I've seen him on social media.
Yeah. This guy could probably transition into the 212 at some point.
Yeah. We opened up with 2 classic shots, 3 classic shots. He needs to just go in his mandatories right off the bat. It's good. Blue hand, sharp.
I think we're on a little bit of a lag. I can feel it. Oh, it's
Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon. That's what it is. Yeah, you guys are watching online. We're on about a 20-second delay from what's actually going live, but let's see what he's bringing this year.
His back could be a little bit wider.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where Wesley took him with the Arnold, the back shot, a little bit wider.
But the arms are great.
The arms are great.
The structure's nice.
Legs are big.
Legs are big. I'd like to see a little more upper sweep. They're a little bottom heavy.
That's German, I think. Also very, very young.
Yeah.
Like 20, 22,
Yeah.
23 or so.
Oh, conditioning nice.
Oi.
Well, glutes.
Yeah. Being that young, have that conditioning,
Great.
you're on a good start, man. Just put on that size,
He's
you
very
know.
young.
Wow.
I don't exactly know what age.
Oh. Definitely strong from the back.
This guy's good. I think he was our top finisher at the Arnold, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in the top 6.
This is more current than that.
Yeah.
Conditioning's good. I think this guy's from Kazakhstan.
Yes, absolutely.
Really good athletes coming out of there. He could sit on that side chest a little bit with his legs.
But how many do you know?
Oh, I went there.
Really?
Yeah, I went there.
Oh, okay.
I judged a couple of shows.
Oh, wow.
I was very impressed. It's the fitness is booming out there. My
That's
friend,
what I heard. Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's growing so fast. Like my friend owns the franchise. When I was there was 20 of them. He started from 2 to 20. Now he's got like 40. In just like a couple few years of that. Just shows the fitness is. I've seen him in better condition.
You won
Oh,
last
years, look at
year's.
This Miracle Bear, right? I mean, this
no, it's
Badass,
Summerfield.
Mike Badass.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him in the posing room. He was ready then, man. He looks good. He's bigger also.
Going with the beard this year. He's got big legs.
Who's filming this?
Yeah.
Boy, that's good. Yeah, his last sweep is nice. He looks.
I think he nailed it. in comparison to last year. But he got sick last year.
Yeah. He looks better now.
Yeah, better
Yes,
than
for
last
sure.
year.
Yeah, I told him that. I saw him in the posing room. It was very impressive.
Yeah, he
He's gonna
stopped by
get-
my house
Like
a week ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he'll get a little bit tighter too, I think. But boy, look, that's a beautiful shot right here. So
Absolute
happy.
beautiful physique.
Yeah, great poser too.
I mean, I was asking Dennis how close he is in the weight cap, and he almost looks like he could go open at some point.
He came from the open.
Oh, he came down.
Yeah, so 212.
Okay.
He was a bodybuilder. Oh.
Well, he weighs about 212 now, I believe. Maybe a little bit more. That's what he told me.
He looks good. He can be a first call out.
He definitely would be a first call out. Yeah, he works with Neo.
Yes.
Yeah.
For many years right now.
Good shot. Sometimes you gotta just keep having faith and working with that same coach. These guys jump around so much, and they don't give them time. I mean, my wife was always kind of like one of my main coaches, so it's hard to get rid of her. You know, I mean, it's so that helped being consistent with her opinion.
I mean, you pretty much coach yourself, right? You didn't work with a lot of coaches. Yeah.
I was at Gold Fans.
Yeah.
Any day I could walk in the closing room, ask Charles to look at me, ask Glenn to look at me,
Take
Chris.
that, follow it away, and just go off.
But you're still your worst enemy, or you call the shots still.
Yeah.
You can call in people in the closing room that it's going to give you a good comment too.
Right.
So,
An honest comment, right?
well,
You got to be ready for that.
right, yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of athletes. What was Terrence's reason for not competing this year? Did he just need a break, or?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He's got some issues, some shoulders he wants to heal. I think it's smart, when you start falling and placing,
Yeah.
like they come back. It just seems like they respect you a little bit more than rather get a little bit lower in the placing. Because he placed out of the top 5.
Yeah,
After taking twice
Right.
to Sebum. Second twice to Sebum. And even beating Grion, So when you're out of the top 5, and I think he took 6. It's tough too because you want to redeem yourself.
Mr. Upper Body right here.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, his upper body's
Yeah.
good.
I'm glad to see him on stage. And he's one of the originals. He competed when I competed.
Really.
Yeah. Improving, getting thick. Beautiful structure, man. He's tall.
Yeah. Tips, right? Tips.
Yes. Yes. He's,
So, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, he was a natural guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Really did well.
Yeah,
He was
he's
IFBB natural.
he's in the military.
Wow. Yeah, his upper body's big.
There's Wesley there.
This is my favorite here. Let's see what he's bringing.
Looks good.
Yeah, he does. I love that big upper body. I love the front double by.
I'd like to see a little more twist of the hips on that front double by. That's his waist.
Right. He usually does though, right? I mean, it's blocky, but compared to his lats, it's still there.
Nice, powerful. That side chest, I think a lot of guys underestimate. They hit it like very unique.
Yeah.
That shot should be like
They don't lift the chest up.
that should be like a power shot. Hold it.
The side chest, not side
Yes.
arm.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes it shows the confidence level on how you hit your side chest.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, he's confident. Feels good.
I mean, we know he's moving up from last year. I don't remember where he placed last year. But
Well, he won the Arnold.
Well, I knew he won the Arnold.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying Olympia. I mean, he's gonna be. I think he's top three for sure.
I haven't seen Chris, but pretty much for the last 5 years, everybody's happy to be number 2. That's their goal.
Well, I know Wesley. I mean, he thinks he can beat him. You know, I mean, and that was his attitude. We had him on before the Arnold, and he went in 100% confident, like I'm gonna win it.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, when we came out and prejudging, we're like, he's gonna take this. So he's a confident guy, man, and he's put in the work. I mean, he's been around for a minute now. Very smart guy, very meticulous, down to every gram. I like the way he does things.
This guy looks good.
Brazilian guy.
Nice. Good side chest. Conditioning looks good. Skin looks thin. It's just
I think it's the structure a little bit.
the what?
The structure kind of
Yeah.
off.
The
I would
waist.
say off.
Not
It's different.
from the back. It doesn't taper as much.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to increase his lat width on the lower lat to help with the illusion of that. Yeah, not a big fan of that vacuum right there too. It's a good shot. Now, is this what the people are watching live stream, or is it this one?
So they're both. I mean, I think it's the same one. It's just this went on a little bit longer time.
That's what you're gonna tell the people.
Okay.
Ask you if you're watching and commentating this or that.
Oh, yeah. No, they're on a time lapse, a different time lapse.
Okay.
Right. But the point is, I want to be talking about them.
Yeah, it's that. What are we showing online?
For this,
They can't see that. They can't see. Oh, this. They're watching this.
That's it.
Yeah, but they're listening to us talk. So people will watch the live stream. They watch it and they listen. They want to hear what we're having to say. We're not allowed to show it live stream. You can't show it.
Yeah, but what the people watch? This one we got.
This is the same one. It's just on a longer timeline.
Yeah, that's why. But if
The guy is already here
on the
they're gonna be-
screen and he's commentating,
right.
yeah, that was the head.
So this.
Oh, man.
It's good. Nice. Still see people wearing glasses in this
Yeah.
day and age. It
I
still
bet-
puzzles
yeah.
me
At least
because
on
I wear
stage.
glasses, but I mean,
It's
Can
really
you not-
distracting. I think that's our third athlete that's come out with glasses, and it just every time they do, I'm like, did you forget to take them off? Or I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. I think it's strange.
Just know where that line is and pose. We'll work out contacts, you know. Nice shot.
This guy looks good.
Yeah, good structure. Nice balance. It's great. Shots though. Doing a lot of like classic shots, but you got to put your mandatories up there because they want to know if they can compare you and pull you out. It's nice structure though.
Danny, are you a fan of doing like the classic mandatories, or do you think we should do all the just like bodybuilding? Are you a fan of just taking out what is the
There's
last
enough
rep?
time where you hit the mandatories and then you add your twist to it
Yeah,
of how your body flows.
right.
But hit that mandatory. You got to show the judges you're not. The more you can show the mandatories before you do it with your own like flavor, it shows the judges you're not trying to hide anything. Right. You're complete. You're confident.
But I'm just saying on the classic mandatories, we're leaving out what the front lats. Which one is it we're leaving out?
Side tricep.
Side tricep. Is there another front shot? I know most muscular. There's no most muscular.
There's a favorite class.
Favorite classic, bro.
And there's no back lat spread.
Are you in favor of that, or do you think we should see that? You like? I never understood that.
My last was showed anyways. I mean, but
I just
I don't know if it affects the judge. Which I don't know why they would leave that shot out. That's
Front set is next.
What's that?
Front set
Is
is
it
next.
the last two athletes?
The last one.
Oh, you'll hear it.
Right, it's already.
Oh, it's already out there.
That's what I'm telling you. Next is bound.
She's got nice structure, you know.
Sporting the classic mustache. I think that's going to be his trademark until he retires.
Yeah, conditioning right there, side chest is where he gets it, man. So far, he's beating everybody on that shot. It's a good shot. His arms look good there. They look full.
Now, was it last year that he had the torn bicep? Basically, the injury that he had to kind of hide, or was that 2 years ago?
Great. He improved on that too. He just looks thicker. Boy. Good conditioning. Nice.
That looks good. Last year, you know, the left bicep was different, right?
Yes.
A little bit because of the injury. It's
Yeah.
very good structure. I mean, that's what Chris
It
has.
is. It really is. And he's completed it, you know.
Yeah, he's even more complete from the back today.
Even more. He just looks big. Shit. When people make comments, they like to see him like maybe in the open just to compare to see.
Yeah.
I kind of like to see the way he's getting his density now.
Gets here every year.
Yes, more than last year. I mean, put him next to Derek and see how they look, to be honest with you.
Well, on that note, we've talked about it in the past, and a lot of people say it's ridiculous, but and obviously it's a different type of physiques. But would you like to see an overall with the open guy?
I mean, he's like 240,
212,
245. It's not small, you know.
And I mean, if you did look at like an overall, like I mean, it's kind of like a dog show. Like I hate to compare it to that. Are you the best for that class representation with judging? Obviously, with muscle size and all that, it's probably be close. Could you do it where everybody would be happy with it? I don't know.
Well, he's got enough density now. His flow is nice. Conditioning is on point.
People just want to see
if he
it.
stood next to Samson, I think he would definitely get exposed and some density. But it's a different. He's almost in between how Derek and maybe Samson, in between there, like a different look, you know.
So from the top guys in the last couple of years, is there anybody that was off enough to not be in this first call out? Or do you think it's just going to be the usual 5 or 6? Like, was Urs off enough where he would be left off out of this? I don't think so.
They'll bring him out for sure.
You're gonna take like top 6 or top 8, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, that open, they brought out, 7 last night for the first call out?
Yeah.
That was big. That was a big call out.
Yeah, but I think it's better than just 2.
Yeah.
Like
Don't do
it's
2.
a Legends sport. Like, what the hell was that? Just 2 guys in the open first call out. What?
Yeah.
Look weird.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike.
That's a lot of guys. Well, Mike Badass will be out there for sure.
Calling. I think at least 6 guys. They're gonna bring it out.
You think
Who is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is this first call out?
Yeah.
Or sometimes they confuse me how
Yeah.
they do this.
Yes, Lewis is
Oh,
in it.
Yeah.
8 guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8. Oh, is that the bull? The bull got it there?
8, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bulls.
Yeah, the bull got there by
Yeah,
3.
the Bulls name.
I don't see shit. Brion is in, yes.
Yeah, Breon's there. Ramon.
Wesley, Horse. Who's the third guy here?
Yeah, that's what I can't figure out.
That's the only one I don't know. It may be the Brazilian guy. The new guy.
Yeah.
Oh, they put Mike right there in the middle next to Chris. They aren't moving Wesley.
Where's Mike Badass?
Right next to Chris. They got him in the 2 spot.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
2
Good.
spot. Wow.
Whoa.
Hell
That's
yeah.
impressive. Nice. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
That's absolutely beautiful. Look,
It's
it's
for sure.
Mike and Horse next to
Yeah.
Chris.
I-
Oh,
That's big.
that's really big. We're gonna switch them again.
Now, I believe I talked to him 2 years ago backstage when I did the live streaming with Phil Heath for the Classic, and he had some issues with his father, mental illness, and he invited his father to come and train with him for the Olympia.
Oh, wow. That's
I don't know if you guys know that story.
No.
It's a beautiful
About Mike?
story. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know the story.
Not all.
I think they trained in Spain.
Yes.
They went to Spain to train.
Yeah, he went. He stayed in Marbella a long time. Now he back to Dubai, I think.
Right. But that year, his father was having a lot of struggles, and he invited him and included him. It was a beautiful story he told me. I don't know if he minds me sharing that.
Yeah, I like what I see. Because I always like Mike's structure, his physique, and his
he's in
flow.
shape,
So
man.
the shape is beautiful.
I mean that dude, this waist to width to quads and
The big surprise for me is just, you know, they have to move Wesley. I mean, they've got to play on him. That's a change.
You got to move them, I bet. But yeah, they're moving. Yeah.
I wish they'd zoom in a little more. Zoom in.
There's
and-
too many.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you cannot-
yeah.
Zoom in
and
and
kind
yeah,
of-
that's a much better shot. You just can't tell who's in condition and who's not. But this,
What was
What,
that?
that's it?
No. They'll bring them back out again. They got to show the other guys.
Like, look. Oh, they just a couple of guys back. That's it. Good. There. Here.
are they gonna be the next group, or do you think they'll?
No, but Ramon is still in there.
Okay, they're bringing that. All right.
No way. Oh, no way. So that was top 3? No way. Wow.
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 So they've got
That's
hers.
huge.
They've got hers.
So I got Chris, Horse, and Mike. Well, you know, they step back. So that's crazy.
Sometimes they could bring the winner of this back.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure they're gonna switch a lot and mix them up too.
Yeah, Breon looks good right there.
Yes.
I want to see him in the middle.
I think Michael takes that back shot. I think.
Yeah.
The blue looks really good.
And Ramon is out, I think, because of condition.
Good.
Well, maybe hers is in better condition than we thought. I mean, you know, we're watching her on the live stream, and we're not down there on the stretches are, but for them to have him in that top 3, I mean, they must have seen some kind of improvement, maybe, you know.
It's hard because there were so many guys up there we couldn't see. He might have tightened up his individual routine. Put Breon in the middle. I think is that back shot beat Ramon's. Okay, now they're getting a little closer. It's nice.
We're going to start all over now.
Nice.
Brian in the middle.
Yes. I think Breon's beating Ramon on the back shot there.
I see it.
Yes.
Well, Ramon is just a little bit wider.
Yeah. Shoulders and just
A little bit that. Different
How old is Breon now? Is he 40 yet?
Oh yeah,
Over.
44.
I mean,
Almost
Matt-
my age.
Matt props to him. I
I'm
mean,
sitting here and he's up there.
if he can be in the top 4 again this year, I mean, he's good. Man. He's like the Dexter Jackson of the classic.
He's gonna be 4. Awesome.
Well, I mean, I did win it up 47.
That's true. That's true.
47.
47.
That's awesome.
I wish they would have started 10 years before.
Yeah, you would have just ruled the class, right?
Chris would have been in like high school and shit. I said, not yet, buddy. I got 5 more years, at least some wins here. There's Logan. So this is the still going for the top 10, trying to get in the top 10.
Yeah.
Logan looks good.
Like 9 and 10.
And you know, somebody who maybe I missed when they were doing their individuals was the Korean guy.
I missed it.
Did you see him? I didn't see him.
Like maybe 3 Asian guys.
Yeah, but it's not the one that I the guy that came by your house.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't see him.
Either I missed it or I didn't see it.
Maybe he's not up there for some reason.
Yeah,
I
maybe
hope-
that
hope
too.
it's-
Yeah.
Is that Grego in the middle?
Guys, I don't see shit.
I know. They need to.
That's here, not there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Yeah, Logan, I don't think he's in the top 10. We just moved them to the side. You see? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Grego in the middle, and then we have the other Brazilian guy making his rookie debut here. It looks really good.
Remember we went to Mexico?
They're gonna go through again, man. It's gonna take a while.
See, that's a better shot. They need to keep that kind of just.
For the front, yeah. Work their way down. Are you good, Danny? Need a break or anything?
I mean, I have to take a piss, but
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I don't want to disrespect these guys, man. I mean, I know a lot of them are making their Olympia debuts and whatnot, but yeah. I mean, if you need to run real quick, yeah. I bet we got 20 minutes before they last call out. All right, guys, we're gonna step away here for just a minute. You guys look in. We're probably gonna work their way down, and then we're gonna probably end up with the final call out. I'm guessing for the top 10, and then the top 3 or 4 as our very last call out. So we'll be back shortly. It's gonna be 20 minutes before they do the final call out. I get this shirt, man. What size you wear? I gotta pick that body. My bodybuilding nutrition. I think you do that money. So Patricia Wolf is it's a body. Yeah. Peter. A lot more episodes. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of everybody makes it. But here's just get check the studios. When they do a movie, they get a budget. The actors get a budget. So sometimes I'll play the actors. When they might do a movie, they get a budget. The studio fiber, so I'll get like 5 checks a month. You know what? Come back on. You were missing it. They came back around. That's loud. Okay, guys, we're back. Had to take a quick restroom break. Looks like we missed some action. So just jumping in here, I do see that they brought Grego up into the. It looks like this is going to be like top 5 to 10 guys. So good for Matt, man. That's a big jump for him. Wesley's right there. Michael the Bull. I'm guessing, Danny, this is probably like 6 to 10.
Yes.
So
A strong lineup. I mean, a lot of athletes, you know.
right, yeah.
I mean, well-known guys also. Just making the top 10 is not taken for granted anymore.
No, not in the classic division, man. I mean, you know, like we talked about, all these guys have won a show at some point to be here. So, yeah, I mean, there's these huge younger guys coming out every time. So,
Oh, Brian and Ramon. Yeah, Ramon.
and this is the new Brazilian sensation.
Yes,
I
he
couldn't
looks
tell you his
good,
name,
man.
but he looks very good.
He really does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good for
Breon's got that
Breon,
shot.
man.
Breon's got that shot.
Yeah, and you can tell Raymond's not real happy right now. Ramon, he's gonna go through it. Breon's always got that smile, man.
Yeah.
He looks great. Now, when Breon won his first, Dan, you'll have to remind me, were you in that contest? In the second year? Where did you place that year? Fourth. Okay. Did you kind of feel like it was going to go a different direction?
I had third.
Do you feel like
First time in my life, all three, when you leave the stage and you're in the top 3, I've never been called back out. I was getting dressed. They said, we want you guys back out again.
Wow. Okay. Now, you feel like, the year that you won it, did you feel like you looked better the next year? Were you off or?
I'll show you pictures.
Okay. Do you feel like you placed where you deserved that year?
I did.
Okay.
Even the head judge, one of the judges, Tamer, came up to me.
So,
And he was like, Danny, did you know you really want to win this year? I honestly, I was guest posing all year after I won traveling. I had to make that decision at my age.
are you going to
It's like
capitalize
dog years
on
now. When you're 47, to push that hard, yeah, Breon's got that one.
Yeah, at
To
your
push
age,
that,
to win it, yeah.
push that hard to really go balls to the wall. It's not just 1 year. It's of a competition. It's literally equivalent to doing like maybe 4 years, 3 years competition.
Yeah.
As far as wear and tear on you.
No, I believe it, man. I remember you talking about on that podcast how you really like went all in, and just like, to win that thing. So,
Yeah, the second year I actually ended up training with one of my clients, Mickey Rourke.
oh yeah, at gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew that wasn't going to be the best for me,
Right, as far as the competition.
Yeah.
Right.
but it was really
Just
good
different
bonding.
goals, yeah.
He was really proud that I won.
All right, here we go, man. This is it. Oh man, all right, we're gonna have to go to the phone. There's Dennis. You can go to the phone here. I'll let you in. Okay, final 3.
Oh,
Wow, he does good.
I wish he would flex his legs a little bit. There you go. Can't keep those relaxed, man.
Mike's shoulder's good, man. Let's see if Dennis is going to come in with us. I mean, we'll see the back now. I mean, it's really a contest, Danny. I mean, does anybody have a chance to beat Chris? Based on the Chris is just so much bigger.
Yeah.
The lower half,
He's
man.
complete. He's
For
pretty
the back,
complete.
it's just, yeah.
His lines.
But I mean, obviously, Erz has moved up. I know initially when we came out, we thought he was a little off. But I mean, looking at him here,
Mike
I mean, does
looks
he belong
good, though,
in that
man.
top
I'm
three?
telling you, Mike looks
Yeah.
shit. I would have to say Mike so far has given Chris the run for his money
Yeah,
more
more
than
than Erz.
anyone.
Yeah, they're going to give everybody a shot.
His legs are so nice and full.
Where's Erz placing on this one in the back? I know it's not as strong as Chris's. Does it come up?
Yeah. It's boom, boom.
Yeah. Third on. Nice shot.
Really good, right?
Yeah.
Really
I think
good.
so far Mike has given C-Bum the closest run for the money
Yes,
in his
yeah,
whole career.
I think so.
Yeah.
Look at that. Beautiful, just beautiful physique. Man, it's just
Look
look
at
at
the
that. So I think Horse is it's not fitting in that top three, right? Like next to this guy. Like, you know, from the look. They're more complete, more beautiful than Horse. That's what I see. It's
Right.
my opinion.
Sure. If he's gone next year, he's got it.
Yeah, at some point, C-Bum is going to, you know, I mean, you know, I don't know how the newborn and all that, so we'll see. And
Many people think that if he's gonna win, he announces his retirement
this year,
this year. But look at mine.
Yeah, Mike. The only critique I could say about Mike is his chest is so wide. There's a little more
Yeah.
thickness here.
Yes.
That's it when I saw him in the posing room.
Even this is nobody gonna touch him still.
no,
But that's a beautiful look, Mike.
Yes.
It's a,
Pretty close, I have to say. I never thought I would be saying that.
that's a very
That's a
wow.
even nice.
Well, we go through one more time. Oh, it's favorite classic pose.
He's getting you
That's all Mike is, but man, he's got a lot of muscle for that
He's a
division.
pretty decent height.
He would have to be to
He's
carry
not-
that much
he's not
muscle.
short.
Yeah, because he looks, I mean, almost too big for the class. He just has so much muscle.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm happy for Mike.
And after the Arnold, I did not see Erz placing in front of Wesley, in front of, you know,
Yeah, but
Ramon.
what happened to Wesley?
I don't know. I mean, I'll have to go down. It didn't look like he was off that much, but
But he was on when he came out first, right?
I mean, I thought so. I mean,
Maybe he just
More
I don't know. Maybe they're seeing something different. Okay. We're going to wrap this up. Taking pictures, but Danny, I'm sure you got places to be. Hey, I really appreciate you stopping by, visiting with us, giving us your expertise on the class. Yeah, check it out. Dave's going to show me some pictures.
be honored myself.
Okay, is this his rookie year? Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see that he lacked a lot of detail and depth,
Yeah.
even in his hamstrings.
You guys got the old shorts on.
Yeah, and we were all shredded, man.
Yeah.
He kept
it
pulling
wasn't
up, and they
glutes that
started
big.
yelling at us
Yeah.
to pull it down.
Right. It's changed. It's changed.
And then this one here. So you can see how he still lacked a lot of like detail
Yeah.
compared to what I have.
Right. He's come a long way.
Even Breon.
Yeah. Breon's completely different than that look right
Yeah.
there. So
So you just see all the mature fibers.
now was this the year you won in the first year? Or
Yes.
was it, okay. Yeah.
So and that's he cost you.
Yeah, George. Yeah, he was great, man.
He came in condition.
He's a really
He was
good
just
athlete.
A little bit symmetry was a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. And that's why he went to 212, and some
Which
yeah,
no, man.
right.
He never placed third twice.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you gonna place third twice? Go to another division.
I don't know, man. But he was awesome. He was good at both divisions, really, to be honest. Very conditioned.
I just felt that was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean,
Push himself like that.
I was about to say, is that maybe what contributed to that? I mean, you hate to throw that out there, but you never know. Okay, yeah. So we'll talk about George Peterson, man. He was a great champion. The American 212, but
Awesome guy. Everyone liked him backstage. So
he
nice.
seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody was focused on their own thing. He was walking around and like talking to people
Really?
and smiling. Asked for a picture with me. I'm competing against him
Yeah.
backstage.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's
Nice. Well, all right. You go into the night show, I'm guessing. Are you doing some
Yes.
stuff backstage?
possibly. Dan will let me know.
Okay.
I would actually just like to watch it.
Yeah, just to watch it.
My wife's coming, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Yeah, she already here in Vegas? Or she got
Yeah, she's here.
Sorry, y'all
Yeah.
living here. Okay.
She performed last night.
Oh,
So
great. Okay. Well, very good.
and,
Anything else you
late
want to
night.
add to wrap it up? I mean,
this is gonna be, boy, these guys are gonna look even better tonight.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
You
I
know?
can't wait to see the stills and the pictures. They're really gonna break it down, see what happened with Wesley, because I still had him as one of the favorites going in. Did not see hers climbing up in the third like that. So I really want to see those pictures, and we'll see how it if it shakes up tonight. But I mean, I gotta imagine right now it's gonna be Chris 1 and Mike 2, and then looks like Urs third based on that last.
I think
call out,
Breon maybe
so.
fourth,
Yeah, Breon looked awesome, man. He
He did.
really did. I think he'll
Yeah.
come in fourth.
and then
I really do.
Ramon
Yeah,
fifth.
Ramon was there. So interesting. We'll see. We'll see what Wesley does if he can move up tonight. But it looks like they pretty much have their top three there. So we'll see how it goes. Any thoughts on the Open tonight?
I really think it's so
Samson.
close between Hadi and Samson.
Now, if Derek makes some dramatic changes in his conditioning, can he come back and win? Not to say that he's out of it, but is the physique there like from that last year? Can he come in and still take the show?
Unfortunately, prejudging is the show
Yeah.
to the most part. You know,
I mean,
I mean-
they will do a confirmation round tonight.
yes, they will, but what's the point of having a prejudging if
I agree with you. Right.
you got to bring it?
Yeah, but a lot can happen in 24 hours too. So
Well, what I'm saying is, if it was very close, tonight will determine it. And very close was only between Hadi, I would have to say, and Samson.
okay,
See what I'm saying?
yeah. So you think Derek will be
So
in there?
even if Derek brought it, he's missing points from yesterday.
right.
As far as
So tonight it's not worked as much as the prejudging. It's not a
No.
okay.
only if it's close.
Okay. So it's pretty
That's-
much decided. It's only going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I know they're not judging the routines anymore. You're not getting points for that.
no.
I mean, so okay. I just thought the
I
confirmation or
expect
night
Derek to
two.
lead, but I'll tell you, Derek will probably look his best tonight.
Yeah. Well, certain
That-
things
that's a
happen.
hell of a
I don't think he's
motivator.
off. I don't think he's that far off to where he could still take it. But the scoring is the
Yeah,
scoring.
he is the current Mr. Olympia.
Correct.
So maybe, if anything, they are looking to see what he brings tonight too.
Yeah.
But Hadi's also Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
And
So when
he's-
they come out, you think that right out of the gate it's going to be those three? First call out, just those three.
oh, for sure,
Yeah.
without a doubt, yeah. I would have liked to.
I want to get your thoughts on Rafael. How do you think he looked last night? He really stood out to me when he came out. In that first call out of 7, I thought he was going to be a little higher than I think
I
they're
did
going to
too.
place him.
Well, I made the comment, and a few other people agreed. they should have compared those guys a lot more. I would have liked to see Andrew put in the middle
Samson
more.
too.
and
Yeah,
Samson.
Andrew would have been there just because of the two tall guys. They
Yeah.
really didn't show
No,
that
not
much.
at
So.
all.
Yeah.
They just. I'd like to see a lot more comparison to a lot of the guys. Move them around a little bit, you know, just so. And also for the athletes, so they can see like what they need to work on compared to this guy. And that guy.
Right.
That always helps too for future shows and what they need to do. But if you're not really getting compared, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we'll see how it shakes out tonight. Man, pleasure. Thank you so much for coming by.
Oh no, I appreciate it. This is great.
Look forward, man, when we can have you on the podcast down the road and stuff, you know, later. And man, have a good show, and maybe I'll run into you there tonight. So
Yeah, great supplements. I just sampled them while I was here.
Nice, yeah.
Good flavor profile.
Great. I did the flavoring myself, so
It's the big bad.
the big bad bodybuilding nutrition wolf is our supplement line. So
Nutrition Wolf.
yeah, nutrition wolf. So yeah. Cool. And are you with any supplement sponsors right now?
I'm not. I was with Vital Proteins. They're monsters.
Yes, right.
And they, my friend Kurt owned it. I was kind of with them at the beginning, 6 years.
Now you did the
sold
the still line and stuff too, right? The cream
That
for a
was
while.
Stacy's. Yeah, I was with them. They're coming out with, I think, a gummy creatine.
Interesting.
They want to talk to me about
Gummies are everywhere, right? The CBD and the gummies are a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they've had gummies for everything for a
Right.
while. Too.
yeah, they're
Sometimes,
still
you know, in
popular.
the industry, there's things that come back around.
Yep. Yeah, they come back and hit again.
I mean, I was in the EAS when came out with the HMB and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't cheap back then either, man.
No.
That stuff was like $90 a bottle.
Yeah. Being from the manufacturing side, it's scary to know how much it actually costs, right?
Yeah.
But back then, though, I mean, it fluctuates up and down. Like during COVID, dude, prices went, you know, like citrulline's a big ingredient. Pretty much every pre-workout
Yes.
now. You go up to like $32 a kilo, which I can tell you is a lot. Now it's back down to like $8. So it
Yeah.
can really fluctuate. So
And, you know, everybody needs certain things for their own physical, whatever their goals are, too.
Yep.
You know, I know protein is very important, but the type of protein and the quality.
yeah, I mean, protein will always be around. I mean, it'll always be a thing.
But it's food, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's how you gotta treat it. So
But for me, for traveling and everything, to have a shaker and protein powder, especially after your training,
Yeah.
or even during your training, is very important. I mean, nutrition, that's half the battle. You know, I mean,
all right, we got a front line coming here. We're just wrapping it up, man. We can wrap it up now. And anyway, thanks for having on. I'll get you some shirts and some stuff before you go. And yeah, visit on. But thank you guys for watching. That's probably gonna be it for today. We may have Michael the Bull come on here in a little bit. But anyway, if you guys are out here, have a good show. Thank you to Danny for coming on. Thank you for who do we have yesterday? John Pierre Fuchs, thank you for coming on yesterday. And of course, Jose Raymond. So we'll see you guys next time.
I like it. Like 3 months is fucking hot as hell, but then I go to LA a lot too. So, but I actually like the winters and the fall. It's beautiful. It's nice. I mean, Florence. Yeah, I like it. It's so close to LA.